So I realize I'm a little overdue for a video. So here we go. This is the end of week 5. I'll be starting week 6. And before I get too involved in this video, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Tara, hence the name Call Me Tara J. I'm 48 years old. I will be 49 very soon, just a couple of weeks. And in fact, tomorrow is my 15th wedding anniversary, which is separate but equal. And I have 3 children, 19, 9, and 7, all about to age up. I am married to Will. I have 2 dogs, Ziggy and Matilda, and a kitty named Crangus McBasketball. And it's not really her name. We just changed it to that. Oh, she just came over. She heard me say her name, so she came. She loves the name Crangus. Anyway, I'm on a weight loss journey. My goal is to be fit by 50. In my adult life, I've never been under 200 pounds, and I'm determined to make it happen. That being said, let's talk about week 5. Week 5 is a tough one. Not going to lie. I told you I'd keep it real, and I'm keeping it real. I am at the highest dose as per my doctor's instructions. I was supposed to titrate up each week till I got to this last dose. My first month was great, 16 pounds, 14 pounds, I'm sorry. And then I lost 2 more pounds following going to the doctor. And then that's it. I stood still. Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm at this higher dose and my side effects, I'm not having a lot of side effects, occasional nausea, but occasional tiredness, but I'm not feeling as much control on my hunger, but I am still sticking to my diet, if that makes sense. So it's a little harder this week. Now, I've heard people say that when they first go up to 3.0, that the first few weeks can be tough, that they feel like they're not having as easy a time. Some people go back down to a lower dose that works for them. Some people stick it out and it does begin to work. I don't know what the case will be for me. I'm going to stick it out for the month as I'm told to. And then when I go to the doctor, I'll talk to them. And if I don't lose weight this month, I'll say, what's going on? Because they're expecting a bigger weight loss because usually the second month is the biggest. It could be that this dosage doesn't work for me. It could just be a temporary setback. I was up 2 pounds, which to me is not really up weight. At a calorie deficit, I'm at 1,000 or less calories a day. So I absolutely am not eating too much. I mean, I'd have to eat 3,500 calories to even maintain, right? To gain weight. To gain a pound, you need 3,500 calories. There's no way that I've had 7,000 calories in the last 5 days. So I'm not concerned at all. Am I annoyed by it? Absolutely. I'm not going to lie to you. And even though I say scale is just a number, and to celebrate the non-scale victories, which I do each and every day, it's frustrating. It's hard to stay the course when you're doing the work and not seeing the numbers. But I have to remember that it's not the numbers that matter. So it's the eating healthy and doing right by my body and following the program. And I am. So 2 days in a row, I couldn't sleep. Yesterday, I was very achy. We have very damp, rainy weather here in New York. That's where I live. And I just couldn't move yesterday. I'm pretty sure I have rheumatoid arthritis. I'm still working on getting all that worked out. But I don't know what I have. I definitely feel like there's some autoimmune thing going on, and I'm in the process of looking into that. I did have some markers come up, so got to figure it all out. But the really good news and the big non-scale victory for me this week that I want to share with all of you, I'm off my blood pressure medication. I know. Cheer me on. That's a good one. That's an amazing one. I hear you all cheering for me. My blood pressure last month, it's not just from being on Saxenda though, because keep in mind I lost 35 pounds before I even went on Saxenda. So, from lowering carbs, I went to my bariatric doctor and she's like, oh, you're on blood pressure medication. And I said, yes. And she said, well, your blood pressure is really low. It was like 100/62. She's like, if that continues, you're going to want to talk to your doctor. So I went back this past month, last Monday, and my blood pressure was, I think I told you guys, it was still 100/70. So, and I've been getting dizzy spells, woozy when I stand up too fast. So I went to my GP on Friday and I told her the situation and she said, let's check that blood pressure. 100/65. And she said, you're off blood pressure medication. So that is so exciting to me. And thankfully, that's the only medication I was on for my health anyway. The only other medication I'm on is an anti-anxiety medicine called Lexapro and the Saxenda, of course. So, what's it called? So, but it's huge. It's really remarkable. And my doctor was so excited. She's like, it's so, you never take somebody off blood pressure medications. Like this is like a day to celebrate, because she's like, I never get to take someone off their meds. And I said, especially with someone approaching 50, I imagine. She's like, yeah, even the older you are, the less likely you are to come off. So this is amazing. And I'm extremely ecstatic about it. And, I suspect at some point in my life, even if I get to the goal weight and I stay at that goal weight, there's still a really good chance I'll end up back on blood pressure medication. It's just something that runs in my family. But the longer I can put that off, the better. And as for the Saxenda and how I feel this week, I'm pretty sure the extra hunger I'm feeling is a mind game, because the scale's not going down and because I saw it go up 2 points. So I think I'm talking myself into oh, I'm even more hungry this week. I don't know if it's real hunger, And this is one of the things I have to deal with. I have to learn to determine, right? So what I decided to do, I decided I was going to go back to shakes this week, because then I'm really, really, really in control of what I'm eating. So I'm going back to shakes. So I was going to do 3 shakes, 2 snacks, but that's very restrictive. So I went back to 2 shakes, one meal and a snack. I could do 2 snacks, whatever. And if I'm really hungry at night, I'll have popcorn. I have a little Smart Pop, I think it's called. It's 80 calories and it helps. And it's got fiber and all that. So it's not the worst thing in the world, and it's low calories, and I try and keep my calories low. And yes, it's got carbs, so it's not ideal. It's not a protein snack, but it's light. I think I'm going to buy some cold cuts, some low sodium turkey to have in the house, because that's a really good snack too. And I could just have, I can make little turkey roll-ups with hummus as a snack in the afternoon. So I'm still increasing my protein, or make that my lunch or my dinner. I told my husband, him and the kids are on their own for dinner this week so that I can concentrate on just being me. I said, because I'm at a standstill and I need to, I say this and I'll keep saying this, but the weeks that are like this, the hardest weeks, the ones where I'm struggling. Sorry, I'm getting comfortable in my YouTube vlog. I hope you don't mind. But the weeks when I feel, when I'm struggling the most like this, when the scale's not moving, those are the weeks that I really believe are the most important to stick with it. And if it's like this for 4 weeks, then I stick with it for 4 weeks. I have to get through this. This is a struggle for me. I am definitely struggling my way through this. It is not easy. When, again, I'm celebrating all the non-scale victories. I celebrate them all in my shorts here on YouTube and on my TikTok channel, but I'm really trying to focus on all the good stuff. I'm not really concerned about the 2 pounds up. I'm more frustrated by the not losing. Does that make sense? Because 2 pounds is nothing. That's just water and stuff like that. But I'm on a virtual health platform program with my bariatric practice. So my goal for today is to watch some of the videos that the psychologists put out. Really try and take hold of the psychology aspect of how to stay put on a plateau. I wonder if there's a way to suggest things to them, but yeah, so I need to I'm going to focus on that, maybe watch some cooking demonstrations and get some food ideas, things like that. But, I need to focus on the mental part of it. And maybe that's why I'm not losing right now. Maybe that's a sign that right now I need to focus more on the mental, do some more reading and some more watching of the psychologists, some more mindfulness. I've been doing a lot of mindfulness, trying to get rid of any anger I feel. And And another problem I'm having is I like to craft. Crafting keeps me busy, and I could do a lot more with my crafts, but my craft room is in my garage, which is not weather permitting, and also my mother lives downstairs, and she is difficult, and she doesn't leave me alone when I'm down there. So it's become increasingly more frustrating and upsetting to be down there. And she doesn't realize that this is the way she is, but it is the way she is. And she's an extremely difficult person. She has narcissistic tendencies. She would never believe that. And if she ever saw this, she'd disown me. But she does. And life is about her. And I am ADHD, so I'm easily startled. And she comes up behind me. I scream because that's my reaction to being frightened. And then she gets mad at me for screaming and tells me I need tranquilizers. She's just a very hurtful, nasty person. But again, part of probably why I'm fat, I mean, this is who she is. This is who she'll always be. And obviously she wouldn't want to hear it, because who wants to hear that? I mean, listen, I have faults. I don't want to hear about them. I want to take inventory of them myself and try and figure them out. I don't want them pointed out to me. So I can imagine why she wouldn't like hearing it. Because if I watched a video, she doesn't watch my videos, but if I watched a video and someone was pointing out my faults, it would be disturbing to me. So, I mean, that's fair, right? But so anyway, the big news on that front is that my husband and I, we are giving away our elliptical, because I only ever use the treadmill, and he says he's going to use it, but never does. So we're giving it away. He can use the treadmill too. And when we give it away, I bought this from IKEA, this huge armoire, like a 3-door armoire. They'll take up like that whole wall. And I got shelves for it. And I'm going to be putting all my craft supplies in that. I shouldn't say all of them, all my vinyl and my supplies that I need for when I actually craft. Not the blanks. I'm going to keep the blanks downstairs because I can organize it now better. I think I'm going to put my tables away, but I'm going to get Metro racks and kind of have like a little store down there. I know it's not really a store, but like set up Metro racks so that I can neatly line everything and everything can appear neat and organized. So I'm really excited about that. I'm going to keep my heat press down there, so that table will stay up. But my heat press will be down there so that when I have to, because, I mean, unless I could figure out a way to bring my heat press up and not have it be a huge ordeal, because it's really bulky and big, and it's not a big deal to go down to the garage to press things. Although I'll probably change my mind about that, because even that shall probably be annoying. I might be able to fit the heat press in I don't think so though, but I might be able to put it on top of the hutch, the armoire. We'll see what happens, I'm very excited though, because I'm going to be able to organize all my paper and all my bins. I have them all the vinyl is organized in bins by color, and I could just line the bins up on the shelves. So it'll be so nice and so neat. And I'm very excited. And I have all sorts of other supplies like glue and resin and things like that. I don't know if all my glitter will come upstairs. Because it'll be easier that way. I don't know how much I'll be able to fit in the cabinet. But I'm sure a good deal. I'm sure all my vinyl for sure, and my paper. Because those bins will just line up so nice. And then on the other side, I'll have shelves too. So I could probably do a shelf with glitter and a shelf with my glues, like all my sealers, things like that. And then I also bought a cart. So the cart will have, I'll be able to put like my Cricut on the cart, and then my tools like on the different shelves below it. It can have like a thing with all like the weeders and things like that. So that'll be good. And my squeegees and stuff. So I'm really excited about that. So while I am struggling on the weight loss front, I am trying to organize something in such a way that I have something else to think about. It all comes together. So if I can craft whenever I want and feel free to be in my craft room and doing crafty things while watching TV in my living room, that might be less time I think about any struggles I might be having. That was my roundabout way of getting this back to weight. But it helped my anxiety, so it's going to help me with this too. I will come back probably in a few days and update you if there are any changes. If not, I'll be back next week. Tomorrow is my official weigh-in. but we all know how that's going to go. Oh, and I bought a smart scale. That's coming today too. And it'll measure my basal metabolic rate, my fat percentages, things like that, because I was advised to look at the fat and not the weight. That if I see that number going down, it'll be more motivating. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and focus on the percentage of body fat, because I should still be seeing that go down even if my numbers don't go down. And my friend said her doctor told her to concentrate on that. So that makes sense, because I might be losing fat even though my body might be holding on to more water. So anyway, for you guys that have watched this all the way through, I thank you. Thank you for following my journey, joining my journey, supporting me on my journey. This is my journey. This is my story. This is me. Thank you. I hope you will continue to cheer me on. And if you watch this and you're not subscribed, please smash that subscribe button. And go find me on TikTok and Instagram and even Snapchat. It's all Call Me Tara J. Call Me Tara J. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate the support. Have a great day.